It's a jam-packed episode over the weekend. Elon made a public appearance this weekend. Goodyear has some new EV tech. Tesla Semi has been stalked on its maiden voyage, and much more. This is Tesla Tidbits, episode number 375 for March 12th, 2018. We kick off from the South by Southwest Festival, where Elon made an appearance for a Q&A. Usually this is just asking for who only knows what and is a fount of new information. Sadly, not the case for us today. Elon spent the majority of the time talking about SpaceX and AI more than anything. The only mentions of Tesla or anything related to it were brief or things that superfans like us have already heard many times. The most time he spent was on rehashing Tesla's beginnings. However, we did have a few other tidbits of info. The first thing of note is that Elon had a bit of fun at his own expense, noting his propensity to be a bit optimistic on his timelines. So, informing his response to a timeline question, he noted that others have been encouraging him to reel in his predictions. So, even Elon is painfully aware of Elon time. Next up, though, and the core of what might interest us here, is his predictions on self-driving while commenting on AI. Elon is predicting by the end of 2019 that self-driving will, quote, encompass all modes of driving, end quote. Having already noted his own foible in timelines, who knows how close to reality this will end up being. I think we'll have a good idea from Tesla's standpoint before this year is out. We scooch on over to Electrek for an unfortunate development on the Supercharger front. Supercharger fees are increasing across the board. Some as little as 20%, but some as much as double. As the article notes, California saw a bump from 20 cents per kilowatt hour to 26, and New York went from 19 to 24 cents. Oregonians, though, saw a jump from 12 cents to 24 cents per kilowatt hour, doubling their current rate. Now, on the upside, as all the coverage of this I've seen is mentioned, this is still considerably cheaper than gas. When asked for comment, Tesla responded with the following statement, quote, "We occasionally adjust rates to reflect current local electricity and usage. The overriding principle is that supercharging will always remain significantly cheaper than gasoline, as we only aim to recover a portion of our costs while setting up a fair system for everyone. This will never be a profit center for Tesla," end quote. We stay at Electrek for a topic that's near and dear to my heart right now, as EV is looking at a new set of tires in the near future. Goodyear has announced that it's come up with a new tire specifically aimed at EVs. Goodyear claims that traditional tires wear out, quote, up to 30% faster on electric vehicles, end quote. At the recent Geneva International Motor Show, they announced their new tire, the Efficient Grip Performance with Electric Drive Technology. The company says the tire will play to EV owners via a few key features. They claim that the tread design will bring more mileage from a single set of tires. Strengthening the sidewalls will help the tires compensate for the increased vehicle weight from the batteries in the car. They also believe that the car's range will be extended due to their low rolling resistance technology, as well as the sidewall being designed to reduce aerodynamic drag. Lastly, citing the lack of an engine making noise to cover up road noise, they claim this is their quietest tire ever produced. Goodyear hopes to bring the tire to market next year. So last week, the Tesla Semi began its service life hauling battery packs from the Gigafactory to Fremont. Many people took note of this and, well, let's just call a spade, stalked it. It was spotted at a supercharger and then followed about wherever it could be seen. Have a look at the article on Teslarati for a comprehensive look at everything that was on display. And then lastly tonight, we also end at Teslarati, where we get our first hint that Model Y production is being considered. On Tesla's careers page, it would appear they're looking for a mechanical design engineer to design, develop, and deliver prototype components and systems for Model Y. The position would report to the new program's engineering department. From the posting, it says, quote, "This position requires frequent interaction with the vehicle engineering team and design team using input from interior, exterior, body in white, and closures. This is a mechanical design position where product design expertise and fundamental first principles approach to engineering are far more important than extensive project engineering or automotive industry-specific experience," end quote. Elon did say on the latest conference call that we wouldn't get any more information about Model Y until the Q1 or Q2 earnings call this year, so it's mildly surprising that they're only just now hiring a prototyping engineer. It is, of course, possible they're replacing someone, which may be an equal setback. For many reasons, though, the Q1 earnings call could be quite interesting. Make sure you check out the links to the full stories in the show description. While you're at it, please consider supporting the show financially through Patreon at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. As always, thanks to the wonderful super patrons supporting the show at the $10 plus level. They are John Waltauer, Drew Schuyler, John Waller, Mark and Sarah Thomas, Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dorian Steve Guberman, Bruno Quindici, John Rich, Joey Boots, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Adam Raymer Brown, Megawatt Photovoltaic Development, Todd Sullivan, Robert Healy, and Mitch Long. If you can't support with dollars, be sure to show your love with positive reviews and subscriptions on YouTube, iTunes, and other services across the internet. Quick little note here. I did, if you haven't noticed on the YouTube channel, if you're not one that follows that, I did actually get to sit in a Model 3 for the first time on Friday. It was fantastic. Please go check out the video if you're at all interested in that experience. That's it for tonight. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. I'll see everyone back here again tomorrow. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.